Yo, what's up, everybody? Chris Vi back again with another House Bowling review. And today we're going to be taking a look at Phil Deering's game. And we're going to be showing you a little bit about how slightly later timing can help increase leverage and increase rev rate. So let's jump into it. Today we're going to be taking a look at Phil's game again. And he's having some issues with ball speed to rev rate. Trying to get them to match up a little bit better, trying to get a good trigger point as to when to start the ball into the swing to try to help the timing be a bit better. And he has the traditional as the second step, because he has now switched to 5 steps. As the second step, it would be his left right here. See, the ball's already kind of fallen into the swing, maybe a touch early, but I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But how fast this ball gets back into the swing and starts coming back down, because he does have a little bit of a shorter backswing, it gets him into a bit of an issue. Say if that would actually start. So he's at the peak of his swing here, but as this ball comes down, it gets there a little quick. It's hard to stop at the right time during this. Like, it's almost parallel and he's still pretty far away. Let's see if I can get a better freeze frame here. So this is pretty close, maybe a touch too far. Maybe it should be more like here. This should be about where the ball is when this foot is done sliding. Okay, so we want to create a little extra leverage, which would increase the rev rate a bit. And with how early his timing is, so this foot's still going to be moving when he's releasing the ball, he's going to be losing so much leverage, which is going to lead to that ball speed being a bit higher than what the rev rate is. So we'll put a line also here where his foot is. And I guess we could take away that. We'll take away the circle. But see, this is where, so it's roughly about where his ball should be. And that's where his foot is. And then where it ends up after he releases is all the way there. So basically, it's an entire foot length that he's still behind when the ball is there. So now how do we fix this? Or if we want to take a look from a different point of view, get rid of that line there. So it's not bad. It's just a little quick. He's just losing a lot of leverage by being a little bit early with the timing. So there again, like, I wouldn't be upset if this foot was done sliding and this is where the ball is. That would allow him to get down into the shot a little bit more and being able to keep his hand underneath the ball a bit more. But with this foot still sliding and the ball, the weight of the ball is sliding on this part of his body, he has to stand a little bit more upright because he has to stay on balance. If he were to try to get underneath the ball, he would fall off to the left every single time because the weight of the ball would pull him down. But that foot's still sliding, so he's losing some leverage there. So what I would like to see from Phil here is actually delay the push away. Because of the short swing and because of how quick it is, I would like to see it delayed to create some later timing. Possibly even maybe here. Start the push away here. I know it seems that would be late, but with the quote unquote proper or traditional timing that he has now, he's very, very early. So I would want to delay this. I would probably start the push away right in this step and just keep the same tempo through the swing. And that should delay the timing enough to help the leverage. So this foot's done sliding. We'd want the ball in this range, right? That's going to help. You can bend this knee a bit more, get down into the shot a bit better, and you're going to be able to keep your hand behind the ball and underneath the ball a bit more. So that's the main thing that I'm seeing, is just the timing being a bit early, which is causing the lower rev rate and the higher ball speed. See from this angle here, be about here is when I'd want that. So maybe even that right toe, when that's hitting, could be your new trigger point as to getting that ball into the swing. Because really, other than that, it's a very simple game. Nothing wrong with that. And it's easy to repeat, straight back, straight forward, no swing path issues. Footwork is relatively straight. Really, the only thing I'm seeing is just a timing issue, which is kind of causing the imbalance of ball speed and rev rate. So I think everything else looks really good. Once we kind of change the timing, you may be able to get down at the line a bit more, kind of, dive deep into the shot a bit better. But really, I think it looks really solid. Maybe even work on this arm. We're starting to nitpick here a bit, but maybe try to keep this a little bit stronger in that position as you're releasing the ball. But yeah, that's getting to be a bit picky. But like I said, I think the game looks pretty solid. It's really just a timing issue. And I would like to see right there, maybe a little before that. But when that right, let me see if your heel toe here. Yeah, you're pretty flat-footed as you're going through. So when this foot is hitting the ground is kind of when I would like to see the ball drop. So yeah, other than that, I think the game looks pretty good. I think it should help also wrist position at the bottom. See, it's on the outside, a little bit of a weak position. But getting this timing will help you be able to get a little bit of a stronger position. So like you said, you added some lateral tilt, and this is lateral tilt here. So you'll be able to actually get your head outside of the ball a bit easier when you have better balance at the line, because you're not still sliding as you're releasing the ball. So I think you're definitely on the right track. It's looking really solid. It's really just kind of one minor tweak. It could take a bit of time because it is, that's basically an entire step different in timing. So, that's kind of where I wanted to see it right there. That's a good stopping point right there. So I'd like to still see the ball up in this range as it's falling. So as you can see, that's a pretty big gap there, from ball to ball. But I think that's kind of where we're looking at. I think that's going to be the biggest improvement that you can make in your game. And I think you're going to see it kind of alter your ability to do some different things to the bowling ball. It's going to allow you to be a bit more comfortable and be a bit more versatile as it comes to being a bowler. So I hope this helps. I hope you can try it out and give us some feedback on what you think and how it feels for you. So thanks again for sending in another video. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another House Bowling coaching review. I hope you guys learned something and possibly even be able to implement that into your game. So as always, make sure you check the link in the description below for that 50% off code if you want your game reviewed by one of the house members. Again, we'll see you in the next one.